Good afternoon, Bath Spa. How's it going? My name is Joe McCorriston. This is day 3 of the Coffee House Sessions tour for me. I've never been to Bath in my life, so this is an absolute pleasure. Thank you for letting me play some songs to you. I have a new EP out tomorrow. It is called Existence Familiarity. I'm going to play a few songs from that EP. This is called It's an Addiction. Say it now, say it loud, bring that news to me. Do your best to convince me you're not lying through your teeth. Lying through the teeth is to bear the pain. Clenching in the pouring rain. It hurts but it's worth it, that sinking feeling. It gets me hooked, it's an addiction. It's an addiction. Old school shorts, worn-out shoes, life hanging by a thread. Send me all you have to motivate me out of bed. Just the 50 miles this week, I'm rushed off my feet. I'm in love with the ache it brings to know I'm feeling weak. The thing is that this weakness is a cover for the strength you feel when it's over. It hurts but it's worth it, that sinking feeling. It gets me hooked, it's an addiction. It's an addiction. I try to cut it down this week. I wait till at least 3. Complete my work and write a song to satisfy my needs. Before I need to satisfy my real need to smoke, relax, just be myself. Take a book from off my shelf. I'll answer to no one else. I'm tired but it's worth it, that sinking feeling. It gets me hooked. It's an addiction. It's an addiction. It's an addiction. It's an addiction. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to the Coffee House Sessions. I'm here with Joe McCorriston. How's it going?
I'm good. I'm very good. Just come off stage in Bath and I'm very happy with how it went.
How are you finding the tour so far?
Good, really good. It's a different kind of tour for me. I'm used to playing to very loud pubs and empty clubs week in, week out. So it was very nice to do some gigs in universities and during the day as well. I'm having to get used to singing a lot earlier in the day. 1 p.m. isn't too bad, but there are a couple of dates on this tour that are 11:30 in the morning, which it's not early to be up, but it's early to be singing.
I mean, it's early to be up for a student.
yeah, I guess. And students and musicians are basically, there's some crossover there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, overall it's been great so far. I'm having a great time.
Cool. What inspired you to get into music?
Many different things. When I was younger, my mum force-fed me Robbie Williams. Well, you say who, but I love Robbie Williams. He's incredible. Him and Guy Chambers wrote a lot of great pop songs. That was like my first love, and then my first love on my own was Good Charlotte, actually. They were like the first band that I bought a CD to with my own money, pocket money, and then kind of went into Green Day and all that pop punk stuff through teenage years, and then you start listening to older things like Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen. But my dad is also a singer and he plays the trumpet, and he doesn't write songs, but he's been in cover bands for years, and I used to go and watch him as like a family outing, and I always thought, wow, he's an incredible singer. And I have nowhere near the voice my dad has, but it's nice to be on stage and do things like he used to do.
Who have been like your major musical influences throughout your life?
Well, as I picked up Robbie Williams earlier, and I don't know. On the way I write, many different acts. Like even recently, the biggest influence on my writing have been like Sigrid and Lady Gaga and that kind of act. The last year, my last album, you could say the biggest influences for that album were a pop punk band called the Swellers, who are no longer going. I was going through a period of just solely listening to those and Bruce Springsteen. So those influences kind of came together. Yeah, basically I could sit here and go through every song I've ever written and list the influences for each song. Well, that would be very boring. I'm sure you have more questions.
So Coffee House's slogan this year is set music free, and there's always been a lot of controversy around playing for free and playing for exposure. How do you feel about the kind of notion of setting music free for everybody?
I have mixed feelings about it. There are many different scenarios where, so in this case, do you mean free entry gigs?
Not getting paid to play, essentially.
Well, not getting paid to play on the whole is terrible, because at the end of the day, it is great, it is fun, we are doing what we love, but it is work. But it's not always the case that a free entry gig for fans means the artist isn't being paid. Like, I get asked to do many gigs and they are free entry, especially in Europe, and then you get a set fee. So I don't believe when a pub or a venue asks you to play and tells you they can't afford to pay you because the entry is free. That's not the truth. The bar staff are getting paid, even the door people are getting paid, so they should. But there are two sides to the story as well, because promoters are not these evil devils that some musicians make them out to be. They are also in the same boat. We are all fighting the same battle together. Live music is not as popular and well attended as it should be anywhere in the UK, and we're in the same boat. So the whole promoters versus musicians, artists thing needs to disappear. We need to help each other out, pat each other's backs and talk about it. And musicians sometimes need to understand that promoters are losing money. Promoters are putting a lot of hard work into things and losing money just like we are.
Yeah. Finally, what advice would you give any musicians trying to start out?
I would tell them to be prepared to feel very lonely at times, prepare to feel defeated, prepare to feel like the only person in the world and that no one cares about what you're doing, and do your best to overcome that and maintain confidence in your own abilities and your writing, and work very, very hard. The hard-working musicians are the ones that will make it. I hope so. I'm very, very far away from making it yet, but I at least feel like I'm trying my hardest, because I'm trying to play as many gigs as possible and make all the contacts. Just be nice to people. That is another bit of advice. Be nice. There is no point growing an ego and demanding things and falling out with rival musicians. There were quotations there for people who can't see this. Be nice, work very hard, prepare for defeat. Your skin will grow very, very thick, and in the future you will be grateful for those times that you felt like you were defeated, because you will be stronger for it.
Thank you very much for coming along today and playing for us. It was really great listening to you,
for
and I wish you the best of luck on the rest of your tour.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week in the SU bar at 1 o'clock for some more Freshly Brewed music.
Thank you very much, guys. I've got one more song left for you before I go. This has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me. I know a sweaty guy on stage who you have no idea who is, shouting songs at you whilst you try to study or eat, is a weird concept, so I appreciate you giving me your ears for about 20 minutes. I'm going to finish with a song called Halloween. This song is on my new EP, Existence Familiarity, which is out tomorrow. I also have copies of my last album down there and a cool t-shirt. And I have some free stuff. I have some flyers, and there are also some coasters with my social media links going around. So thank you for letting me play for you guys. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for being kind. My name is Joe McCorriston. I will hopefully catch you again soon. This song's called Halloween. Take care. The words in my head just seem to come out wrong. Every single time we try to get along, a silent cry to punctuate the fear, a fictional distance that strengthens every year. Do you know what you're not doing to me? I'll write it on the mirror like a scene from Halloween. The words on my tongue just seem to move on cue. A tasteless appetizer disconnecting me from you. Still I try to make my mark, try to keep my foot in the door. Breaking all my bones, I can't even walk. Drag my body across the floor. Do you know what you're not doing to me? I'll write it on the mirror like a scene from Halloween. Do you know what you're not doing to me? I'll write it on the mirror like a scene from Halloween. Halloween. The next step is a step we must take, taking caution to avoid making the mistakes we've never made before. Say, why don't we give it a go? 'Cause trouble waits and we have no money, but we're not here long, and we're pretty lucky to stand up on our own 2 feet and play fancy dress at Halloween. My name's Joe McCorriston. Thank you very much for having me. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day and your week. Goodbye. Thank you very much.